Dear members of Elgi Rubber Company Limited, good morning and warm welcome to the 17th Annual General Meeting of Elgi Rubber Company Limited, being held through video conferencing or other audio-visual facility. For smooth conduct of the meeting, the members will be in the mute mode. For members who have been registered and have been confirmed as a speaker to speak at the meeting, the audio and video will be enabled when the chairman instructs to do so. Now I hand over the proceedings to Mr. Venkatachalam, CFO. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Madam. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I, S.R. Venkatachalam, CFO, welcome all the shareholders, directors, on the annual general body meeting of the company being held through video conferencing facility. I am participating in this meeting through video conferencing facility from the company's registered office at Kuruchi, Coimbatore. In accordance with the relevant circulars issued by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs and SEBI, the 17th annual general body meeting is being conducted through video conferencing facility. I also wish to state the proceedings of this meeting is being recorded, and the recorded video will be posted on the website of the company. The facility of joining the AGM through video conferencing or other audio visual means have been made available for the members. For any technical assistance, the members are requested to contact the helpline number mentioned in the AGM notice. Members may note that as per the Companies Act 2013 and SEBI regulations, the company had provided the members with the facility to cast their vote on all the resolutions as set out in the notice of AGM through the remote e-voting system administered by Link in Time Private Limited during the period commencing from 9 a.m. on 15th August 2023 till 5 p.m. on 17th August 2023. The facility for voting at this meeting through electronic means is also provided to the members who are present in this meeting and who have not yet cast their votes through remote e-voting facility. Members may also note that the e-voting platform is now open and the members may cast your votes on the resolution set out in the AGM notice. Mr. R. Jayachandran, partner, Mrs. RJC Associates, Chartered Accountants, Coimbatore, has been appointed as a scrutinizer for this for scrutinizing both the remote e-voting and the e-voting proceeds at the AGM for ascertaining the requisite majority. Since the AGM is being held through video conferencing facility and the resolution mentioned in this notice convening the AGM have been already put to vote through remote e-voting, there will be no proposing and seconding of resolutions. Members may also note that there is no vote by show of hands at this AGM. Members are requested to refer to the instructions provided in the AGM notice for seamless participating and voting during the meeting. Further, the floor will be open to those members who have registered as speaker to express their views. The moderator will facilitate the said session and unmute the registered speaker shareholders. Thereafter, the speakers shareholders may express their views. If there are activity problems at speakers end, the moderator will ask the next registered speaker to express their views. View of business existence, urgency, the board of the directors of the company have decided in this meeting. The next agenda is introducing before we start the main hello.
Venkat, you're having audio issues.
Before we start the main proceedings of hello.
Your audio is breaking up, Venkat.
Now it's okay. Hello.
Yes, just speak a little slowly, but I think there is a connectivity issue.
Now it is better, sir?
Yes, Venkat. Speak a little slowly.
Okay. Okay, okay, sir. Okay, sir. Introduction of directors. Before we start the
Venkat, you're still having audio issues. Why don't we see if Muthu can take it up from there? Muthu, you have the proceedings with you?
Muthu, you start the introduction, whether that, okay. No. Muthu's voice is okay, sir, now?
Oh, no, it's not clear. Sir, shall I read out, sir?
Yeah, go ahead, Anna.
Okay. Before we start with the main proceedings of the meeting, I take great pleasure in introducing the directors who are present in this meeting through video conferencing facility from their respective locations. Sri Sudarshan Varadaraj, Chairman and Managing Director. Myself, MD Selvaraj, Independent Director and Chairman of the Audit Committee, Nomination and Remuneration Committee, and the Shareholders Relationship Committee. Mrs. V. Bhuvaneshwari, Independent Director. Mr. Harsha Varadaraj, Executive Director. Also, Chartered Accountant A. Arun of Arun & Co. Chartered Accountant, Statutory Auditor. B. Anand of Reddy Goud and Janardhan. And Mr. M. Ramakrishnan, Internal Auditor. Mr. M.R.L. Narasimhan, Sectoral Auditor. And R. Jayachandran, Partner, RJC Associate, Chartered Accountants, Coimbatore, Scrutinizer, are participating in this meeting through video conferencing facility from their respective locations. Mr. Fazuz Rahman, Company Secretary, and Mr. Tangamuthu, Vice President Finance, have also joined this meeting through video conferencing facility from the registered office of the company. Sri Sudarshan Varadaraj, Chairman and Managing Director of the company, will chair this 17th Annual General Meeting, and he is attending this meeting through video conferencing facility from his residence in Coimbatore. Thank you. Now I request the Chairman and Managing Director to conduct the proceedings of the meeting.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Sudarshan Varadaraj, the Chairman and Managing Director of our company, and I'm participating in this AGM through video conferencing facility from my residence in Coimbatore. At the outset, I'd like to extend a warm welcome to all our shareholders, directors, auditors, the scrutinizer, and everybody else who is present for this meeting. I'm informed that we have the requisite quorum present for this conference to conduct the proceedings of this meeting. The requisite quorum being present, I now call this meeting to order. Since there is no physical attendance of members, the requirement of appointing proxies is not applicable. I wish to state that I am satisfied with the facilities provided to the members of the company for participating in this meeting through video conferencing. The company has taken all efforts feasible under the circumstances to enable the members to participate and vote on the items set out in the notice of the 17th AGM. The registers, as required under the Companies Act 2013, has been made available for electronic inspection by the members during the AGM. Members seeking to inspect such registers can send their request to the email address that has been set out in the notice. Since the notice of the 17th AGM, along with the annual report comprising of audited standalone and consolidated financial statements and the director's report for the year ended 31/3/2023, has already been circulated to all the members. I now take the same as being read. With the consent of the members, I take the report of the statutory auditors for the year ended 31st March 2023 as read. With respect to the observations made by the Secretarial Auditor in his report for the financial year ended 31st March 2023, necessary responses have been included in the Director's report and circulated to the members and hence with the consent of the members, I take the same as read. I'd like to give a brief to all our members about the operations of the company during the current year. You'll notice that our performance has been a little below par, and it has been so since the past 5 years. In 2018, the economy slowdown was present, and subsequently with the pandemic, we've had a lot of reshuffling of the industry. A lot of the small retailers have fallen out of the way, and these customers were a big part of our market base. We have, since the end of the pandemic, we've been striving very hard to bring in new retailers, and I'm happy to say that our volume of sales, especially the tread rubber, has improved substantially, and we hope that 2023-24 would be a good year as far as the retailing scenario is concerned. I'm also happy to say that since the pandemic, our international markets have picked up, and we made a lot of management changes in our subsidiaries. And I'm happy to report that the US and Brazil have done very well during this calendar year. In the Netherlands, it's been a challenge because of the power cost in Europe, mainly caused by the Ukraine war. And I think it's going to be very challenging for us there until the end of the year, because we had to contract electricity at very high rates. But we see that reversing, and hopefully from January, we should be able to do much better on the top as well as bottom lines. The reclaim business in India, which is our primary market for reclaim, was good until the middle of the year. And I mean, the first quarter was a little bad because of the slowdown in the tire company's production. But I'm happy to say that since July, things have started picking up, and by the end of the financial year, we should do well in this sector also. So after this, at the end of this, once all the resolutions are passed, I'd be more than happy to answer any questions that are raised. I'll now take up the resolutions as set out in the AGM notice. I'm assuming that all of you have received the notices and there have been no comments. And I'd like to address item number 1 and item number 5, which are where I'm authorized to take care of it. I now request Mr. Selvaraj, Independent Director, to take the chair and continue with notices 2, 3, and 4. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman. Good morning to all the shareholders. I have great pleasure in welcoming the shareholders to the 17th Annual General Meeting of the company. I shall now take up the subjects in the notice. Subject number 2 relates to the appointment of Sudarshan Varadaraj, DIN number 001333533, as Director who retires by rotation. It's an ordinary resolution. Item number 3 of the notice is approval to reappoint Sudarshan Varadaraj, DIN number 001333533, as Chairman and Managing Director of the company for a further period of 3 years, with effect from January 1st, 2024, and the remuneration payable to him. It is proposed as a special resolution. Item number 4 relates to the appointment of Harsha Varadaraj, DIN number 068569557, as whole-time Director, designated as Executive Director of the company for a further period of 3 years, with effect from November 6, 2023, and the remuneration payable to him. The resolution is proposed as a special resolution. The text of the resolutions have already been circulated, and setting out all the material facts have been provided in notice, which has been circulated to the members. Members may cast their vote through electronic voting platform provided at this meeting. Now, the next procedure is on the question and answer session. I now hand over the session to the Chairman and Managing Director, Mr. Sudarshan Varadaraj.
Thank you, Mr. Selvaraj. I'm now opening the floor for taking any. The platform will now be open for the registered speakers, shareholders to express their views. I request the shareholders to restrict their views or queries to the annual report related to 2022-23, as the company has already made available all the material information on the website of NSE and the company's website. Further, I would like to inform that two shareholders have registered themselves as speakers for this meeting. Now I request the moderator to facilitate this session. Thank you.
Hello.
Now I request Bimal Kumar Agarwal to unmute himself and kindly proceed with the question.
Hello. Can you hear
You're
me?
audible, sir. You're audible, sir. You can speak.
Good morning to everyone. First of all, I'll thank the company secretary's team, management, and the staff of the shareholders, and also Link in Time, the host, Link in Time, Dana Lakshmi also, and Prashant from Bombay, Link in Time. They are very helpful person whenever you need help. And sir has told regarding the company is not performing well, and I just got one question. And share prices are not increasing also, always stagnant from 30 rupees only it is. And what is the impact of rising rupee and interest rate on our company? And always you keep the video conference. As a shareholder, you can send some token of appreciation at the time of Diwali to the shareholders who have joined the meeting. No, I'm not saying speaker only, who have joined the at least token of appreciation on Diwali time, some dry fruits. That's all from me. Thank you very much.
Good morning, Mr. Agarwal. Thank you for joining the AGM and putting forward your questions. Now, as far as the performance of the company, we expect the performance to be much improved during the current financial year. So you can expect a better bottom line as far as the company is concerned. Now, as far as the share prices are concerned, unfortunately, nothing the company or the board or I can do in terms of getting the prices high. That is purely dictated by market conditions. But you will note that in the second half of the year, prices have gone up, and it has reached out to almost 57 rupees. At the 52-week high has been 57. But unfortunately, there's nothing we can do in terms of getting the share prices up. Then, as far as the gift is concerned, I'd like to say that it is against the Companies Act to be providing any gifts to any of the shareholders, and we would like to be in compliance with that. I hope I've answered your questions, Mr. Agarwal.
Sir, thank you very much for providing me this opportunity. Sir, I had a few questions. Sir, what is the outlook for the current financial year in terms of top line as well as bottom line? Sir, if we see then, sir, way back in 2000, FY12, 11 years back, sir, we were doing around 478 crore top line, which has now reduced to 394 crore. And sir, our EBITDA on consolidated basis has reduced from 26 crore and 38 crore in FY13, 10 years back, to less than half of that, to 17 crore last year. So, and this is, we are not even including the inflation. Sir, if we include the inflation, then actually the in terms of inflation adjusted numbers are like less than half or even less than third. So in real terms, so I'm sure, sir, the management must be thinking about something to improve the performance. So how do we, so basically, sir, firstly, if we can deleverage our balance sheet, it will be of great help. Sir, we have 14 plants. overall, sir. So I'm sure that we can consolidate some of the manufacturing facilities and dispose of some real estate that might be surplus and deliver our balance sheet. So what are your thoughts on the same? Sir, sir, I think our acquisition in reclaim rubber in Netherlands that we did, I think maybe around a decade back. Sir, I don't think it has worked out. Sir, in any case, Europe is a very high cost manufacturing location. So why don't we just shut this subsidiary? Or sir, is the government coming forward of Netherlands to help us out? Sir, and if not, sir, then till when will we incur losses, sir? Because high power cost and high cost of operation in Europe will continue to be the same. Sir, also, sir, if we see, then only our Brazilian subsidiary is making decent money. Sir, rest either, sir, the US and Netherlands subsidiaries are bleeding money, and sir, the other subsidiaries are basically dormant. So why don't, again, sir, why don't we just wind down these subsidiaries in Australia, Kenya, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, where there is no revenue only? So at least we can save on some operational cost. And sir, in any case, India is the biggest growing market in the world. Every sixth person is an Indian in the world. So why don't we just focus on the domestic market? And sir, also if you could give us some idea that, sir, what kind of revenue we can generate if we operate all our manufacturing facilities at full capacity utilization, and at current realization, sir, how much revenue can we generate? And sir, what operating profit margin or EBITDA margin the shareholders should expect going forward? Sir, last year, even in the standalone level, there was a operating loss. Whereas if we see, sir, both on the reclaimed rubber side as well as the retrading side, the other listed players were in the green. So I'm unable to understand why even on standalone basis we made a operating loss. Sir, also the government has come out with extended producer responsibility regulations for tire industry. So how, so what kind of impact do you foresee on our domestic business from this? And sir, also, do we have any plans to get into scrub rubber modifier, high tensile ultrafine reclaim rubber, and sir, also micronized rubber? And sir, I understand that this rubber is being used is mixed with bitumen for constructing roads also. So are we looking at all those areas? So that is about, sir. Also, I wanted to understand, sir, that I understand that we have got a facility, and probably we are the only player in India who is capable of retreading Air Force tires. So can we also retrade commercial airline tires? And sir, are we getting any revenues from that sector? And sir, so just if you could tell your shareholders that where do you think the company is going from here? What are your plans to deliver the company? And sir, when can the company uh, grow sustainably, both its top line and bottom line, and come out of the stagnation phase? Sir, these were all my questions, sir. Thank you very much. And sir, best of luck to you and your team.
Thank you, Mr. Garg. I mean, a lot of the questions that you had sent us as an email, plus additional questions that you brought up now, I suggest, given the limitation of time, either our CFO or our Vice President Finance will get on a call with you and answer most of the specific questions. But just to give you a general idea on where the company is going and why we are in the current situation, it's very important to see where the retailing industry is in our country. It is basically controlled by unorganized players. We are probably the only organized player in the industry. By that I mean, if you're listed in the company in the stock exchange, doesn't mean that you're an organized player. It is the way we approach to the market. We are the only ones who franchise retailing systems, and there's nobody else franchising retailing systems in the country. Given that we are at the mercy of how the unorganized sector reacts to pricing to get additional market share, and we have consciously stayed away from getting into a price kind of a situation, but based on performance. Unfortunately, the past 4-5 years, the transportation industry has been looking at price rather than cost, and we are striving very hard to reach that segment of the market where we can have a more sustainable business model. Additionally, traditionally, we've been exporting a lot of rubber to Europe and the United States and other parts of the world. Again, we've gotten into a situation where in those markets, it's more price sensitive than looking at cost performance. So we've decided to consciously get out of that business, that market segment, which was a large drop in our business. And this also applies to state transport undertakings where it is very difficult to do business with them. We did give it a try, but then we decided that that was not the market we want to go into. So as far as the franchising business is concerned, we made additional efforts into the market. We are trying to upsize our customers so that they have larger volumes to work with and larger markets to deal with. So I hope what I'm trying to say is something that is of general interest to the shareholders, and specifically the questions that you addressed, I would rather do it offline because in the interest of time. Secondly, as far as the overseas operations are concerned, Brazil has done well. The US for the current year has been doing very well. The Netherlands has been at a break-even level, but we are confident that if we are able to get power at a lower cost, which we should during calendar year 2024, that operation should also get back into profitability. So I hope I've answered these questions. I'd be more than happy to have our CFO or our Vice President Finance get in touch with you later today and answer your questions specifically. Thank you. Now I request Mr. Venkatachalam, CFO, to propose the vote of thanks. Thank you. Venkat, you're muted. Venkat, you're muted.
Thank you, sir. Members may note that the e-voting facility on the platform of Link in Time India Private Limited will remain open for the next 15 minutes to enable those shareholders who have not cast their vote and would like to cast their votes now. The results will be declared after considering both remote e-voting and e-voting at this meeting within the prescribed time, and the consolidated scrutinizers report will be placed on the company's website and on the website of Link in Time, and the voting results will be intimated to the stock exchange where the shareholders are shares are listed. The resolution as set out forth in the notice shall be deemed to be passed today, subject to the requisite majority. I wish to thank all the shareholders, the directors, and the auditors who have joined this meeting through video conferencing facility. With this proceedings, the 17th AGM is concluded. Thank you so much.